Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. We're talking about VAR. I hope you've all had a good Christmas, by the way. I've not been live or doing that much content, just taking a bit of a break. We've got some watch-alongs coming up for you, but look, I have been watching a lot of football. I'm sure you have. And where do you stand on VAR? I want you to get in the comments and have your say, because to me, I never wanted it. I said this way before we got it. Anyone who watches this channel knows I don't want it. And I didn't want it because I didn't want what has happened here. And you know, like it's Christmas time, so you might have a tin of Celebrations, you might have a tin of Quality Street, Roses, who buys them, Heroes, whatever, right? And it's like, you know, you get your tin of Quality Street or Celebrations, right? You're looking forward to them, it's Christmas time, you take the lid off, there's all these chocolates there that you like, and every one you open up the wrapper, it's not in there. It's unfulfilling, it's flirtatious, and ultimately, it's unacceptable. And I feel that that's like what VAR has done to football. That tin of Quality Street that we used to enjoy, all the different flavours, oh, it's lovely, it's Christmas, yeah? We've now got that tin and there's no chocolate in it. There's no flavour. There's no enjoyment. And that is what VAR has delivered to football. And look, you know, Liverpool or whatever, we've all benefited from VAR and we've all absolutely been lubed up by it. And there's a serious nature to this, though, because I don't know whether people are really walking away. I was listening to Talk Sport last night on my drive back from London, and they were saying, you know, I know people who are just not watching anymore. They're cancelling their Sky subscriptions. I think that's great. I think that is great. And I personally think somebody should have the foresight to set up a website called Let's Get Rid of VAR or something better than that, where people can actually have a link to go and just, cancel their Sky subscription or their BT or anything like that. Because I tell you what, Premier League will act very, very quickly if Sky and BT start complaining. So if people want to go down that route, that's great. But whether VAR goes or not, I can see the benefit of it. I think sometimes it gets it right. But when you are, after every goal, not really celebrating, and I wouldn't say I don't celebrate, but I would say a goal goes in, I get that initial second of, which used to be that initial 20 seconds of, yes, get in, you're gutting. You know, you'd go on about for a while. I'm now going, get in, wait a minute, is there a VAR? So you get a very reduced elation compared to what you used to get. And that, you should never be taking that away from the customer. You should not be taking that away from the customer. It's like, you know, if you go to the cinema in the summer, you know, when they put all the classics out there and they've got Jaws on, right? And you watch it, and after 2 minutes they turn it off, and you go, what? Well, you've paid what you've got the film you wanted to watch. We're just not giving you the full thing. What? But I want to watch it all. No, you've got 2 minutes here. Off you go. Get out. And that's what VAR is doing to football. It is doing that. It is taking away this game that some people have been watching for 60, 70 years, some of us 30 years, some of us 10 years, whatever. They've taken away what football was for me, and that was this unpredictable, passionate game. And look, I've been the victim of bad results in the past, bad decisions in the past, but that's almost part of it. This is why I didn't want VAR in the first place, because the injustice is part of the package. Like, if you are on the wrong end of you don't get a penalty or it's offside that they score, you moan about it. But over a season, it does sort of balance itself out. But to me, where VAR is going really, really wrong is these offsides. These offsides where you're a millimetre off. Your armpit hair has got you offside. I mean, come on. And also, we know you cannot trust these graphics that they're using. The pitches at a slants. They're doing these stupid little lines up. They're not. I've spoken to graphic designers, I've spoken to people who work in this industry, and they've said they're not accurate. They're doing these lines up that people who are watching it on the telly think they're accurate, but they're not taking into account a lot of things in how inaccurate they probably are. And yet these are things that, people are not getting goals because of an inch here or an inch there. And it's wrong. That's not what and it takes them so long to come to those decisions as well. I mean, look at the Wolves goal yesterday. Wolves score to equalise against Liverpool, having gone 1-0 down. They're elated. That player's first goal, he's absolutely loving life. And the Wolves fans are loving it. And most of the country's loving it. VAR check. Oh, look, he's a millimetre off. And like, that is not... We don't want that accuracy in football. That is not what we want. Like, nobody voted for that. The clear offsides, yeah. We've seen plenty of goals over the last 20, 30 years where goals have been given and they're clearly offside. That, you've got to stop. No problem with that. Handball in the box, well, yeah, you want to stop that. Goal line technology is brilliant. But these minuscule offsides that they're analysing, forget it. Change the rules. Just do it with the foot or something like that, but not the body. It ruins it. And I think even any handball in the box, I think that's got to be changed as well, because we've got these ones where it's, oh, is it their shoulder or is it their arm? So for me, it is not fit for purpose. And the Premier League is the #1 brand in the world in football. And what we have done this season is we've gone in with this amazing brand and we have trialled something without actually thinking it through. They haven't thought it through at all. They don't use the monitors on the side, which I think would actually have made things better. You know, these bloody stato plonkers sat in London with their screens saying, that's an offside, it's a millimetre offside. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the referee to have the decision. And I want the referee to be told, you might want to review this. And they run to the halfway line and they look at a monitor and they make their mind up. This is a convoluted mess where you've got a referee on a pitch who then gets told, no, your decision was wrong, it's a goal. The referee should get to look at the monitor. That's what they're there for. And I think that this is a really, really sad state of affairs. I personally don't think that VAR is why Liverpool are going to win the league. I don't think it's why somebody else is going to get relegated. I don't think it's that. And my argument is not that. Personally, I don't know what yours are. Get it in the comment. My argument is, as a football lover, this is destroying that love. It is destroying it. Because I used to watch a game of football and I would watch it and I was in control of it. I knew if that goal was given, that's it. We play on. I knew if that penalty wasn't given, I'll moan about it, but we play on. Now, I don't know anything. There's too much uncertainty. If a goal goes in, I don't know whether I'm going to make myself look an idiot if I react too much because it's going to get taken away from me. If I don't know when a cross goes in the box and the game suddenly stops, what is it for? Is it a handball? Is it an offside? Is someone going to get sent off? It's so messy. And the most important thing of this is that they have taken away our game. They have taken away a proportion of enjoyment. And some people might like VAR, but I tell you what, football's not the game it was last season or the season before. You've lost something. It's been taken away. The greatest game in the world, the best league in the world, has lost what it had last season. We've lost that spontaneity. We've lost that passion. They've taken a huge part of the game away and destroyed it. And I say that in a sad but very convicted way. Football is worse for VAR, and that should never ever be the case. So the game that we had last year, we don't have anymore. It's a watered down version. It's not as good as it was before because we're in this world of silly decisions by boffins in a bloody, what looks like a shed with a load of screens, analysing stuff they shouldn't be analysing. Oh, wait a minute. I think something happened there. Get the ruler out, Jeff. Look. His dick's offside. Well, you're the dick. You're ruining the game of football, and it's not acceptable. And to be honest with you, if somebody comes up with something viable to protest about this and remove it, I'm there. I'll do it because I don't care. I'm not bothered. I'll cancel my Sky subscription. I'll cancel BT. If it makes this stop, basically for me, you've always got to have a solution in life. You can't just be a moaner. What I want to see is the offside rule changed. You cannot have this slowing down of games where they're drawing lines to see if your armpit's offside. Forget it. Just do the foot. If your foot's offside, you're off. If it's not, you're on. It's easy. You can do the foot very easy. I'm not bothered if their head or their body. Look, defenders naturally will move forward. Attackers will away from the goal and forwards will move towards it. So their head is going to be offside. I'm not bothered about that. It's their foot. The game is called football. If your foot's offside, you're off. Universally, do it across the world, but definitely do it in the Premier League. Anyway, get your comments in below. Thanks for watching. Smash a like on the video, and I'll see you all soon.